New custom project I got here. I got this Dark Knight Batman Crazy Toys quarter scale. I'm gonna do a couple things to it. I'm gonna redo the cape, make the cape posable and look better, and then I'm gonna finish this base for it. And this is just the I started this base. This is the toy bat, and uh, you can see I kind of started. I put a dowel going from the underside up to his going into his ankle, so he's removable. I just put a hole in his ankle, and I'll show that in a minute. And it's a statue, it doesn't move. So what I'm gonna do now is rip this cape off. It's just glued in there. All right, here it is with the cape pulled out of it, and there's just these two little kind of slots where it was glued inside there. Okay, so I'm back. I've got the pattern drawn out just on some white paper I'm gonna use to put on the fabric, and this is just half of it. So this is the halfway point going down if it was spread, and this is the neck area, and this is just I've marked where it's gonna tuck into the collarbone area, and so it like loops around like that for the neck. And so the length on this piece is about 18 inches, 17 and a quarter, 18 inches, and so that's going to be coming off his back going to the ground. So you would adjust that for how tall your figure is, and these are the scallops going around. And then so this piece will be like from the neck all the way spread out, and it is about 19 and a half inches. So I've marked where I'm going to put the wires. Of course, I'm going to put wires along the bottom all the way right there, and then I'm going to put 3 wires. I'll mark 1, 2, 3 going there, and then here, and then this one in the middle coming up here. All right. Okay, so here's the pattern. I got the second side done, and I just flipped this over and traced it, and you can see I just taped some printer paper together and then cut it out. And then what I did, the reason why it's got this paint on it is because I laid it on the fabric. Here's a sample. Here's the fabric I use. It's been cut. So this is kind of how it was. So I laid it on the fabric, and then since it's black, I used some paint. I used some vinyl and fabric paint. It's a brown, and I sprayed it, like a stencil, so that I got like a fabric outline, so that I could take this away and then know where to cut. And that worked out pretty good. And it's just this black kind of satiny fabric I got, so it'll fit like this, about like that. And then this edge will be folded down and all that. So about like that. So now what I'll do is I'll show you the fabric, and then I'm gonna glue glue the wire into it, and the wire is just this 19 gauge wire that's gonna go along the top part. Okay, so here's the cape cut out, and like I was saying, you can see like this coloration right here. This is where the paint was, and so I did that all the way along. So this side is still left because I gotta fold it over and put the wire in it. And like I was saying, here's the wire. It's just some 19 gauge picture hanging wire, and just use some wire cutters to cut that. And I don't have any fabric scissors. My regular scissors didn't work too good, but these are from the kitchen, like one of those kitchen sets, knife sets to like cut open, like I guess like frozen food bags and whatever, maybe vegetables, but they are a lot thicker and they cut a whole lot cleaner than the regular scissors. So if you don't want to go buy some fabric shears like I didn't want to, you know, maybe you can find those in the kitchen. So now I'm gonna get some probably E6000 and glue the wire across here and let that set, and then I'll glue that down. What I'm doing now, this is the tip of the cape. So this is where the wire starts. So when I glued it over, this piece overhangs. So just use these wire cutters to clip the little tip of the cape. I mean the little tip of the wire. And then I can take the scissors and finish off. Just cut that piece off. For the fraying, I use a lighter, just lightly around the edges. And I did, you know, this part before I glued it down, and then I just went around like this and just kind of seal the edges so it won't fray. This new cape is got the wire in there, and it's a little thicker and less, bunchy because of the wire. So I might have to drill a small. Finally got my cape, custom cape done for my Dark Knight. All right, so I worked on the base, like getting the fins put on this bat a little more, but I did finish the cape. So I've got the wires in it, and you can see I've got it posed, and it just has wires on the front part, like from there and then all around on there. There's none in the back. So see, here it is.